Hi guys, I'm Wafuriel, oh my goodness, can't even say my own name right. Hi guys, I'm Wafuriel, your basic average trash silver player who can't rank up. And today I bring to you a beginner's guide to toxicity in Valorant. And just for clarification, no, I will not be teaching you how to be toxic. I'm looking at you, level 22 Smurf jet main named I Miss Her. Anyways, you may be wondering why I have decided to make this video. And it is because these are things I wish I knew before entering the hellscape that is all online FPS games, including my dearly beloved Valorant. But first, who am I to give guidance? As I mentioned, I'm Silver, and as you may or may not know, people at this extremely impressive skill level know exactly what it is like to deal with trolls, haters, and toxic individuals who wish to see you fail. But that is just the risk of being at the top. But with any challenge in life, there is always something to be gained. And I can tell you that these experiences have been a real character builder for me over the past 4 years. So I would like to start by thanking everyone on Valorant who has ever been toxic towards me. From Reyna mains to Sage mains, I would not be the person I am today without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Anyways, whether you're new to Valorant, a casual player, or an absolute sweat who eats, sleeps, and breathes Valorant, I hope you enjoy this very educational video. First of all, the who. If you're new here, aka to the Valorant community, here is some totally factual and absolutely unbiased background info on agents that toxic players generally gravitate towards. Meet the duelists. Ranked by level of toxicity, we have Reyna, Jett, Yoru, Neon, Raze, ISO, and Phoenix.
Watch your eyes!
These are the most volatile species of Valorant player. That being said, I must not completely generalize and would like to highlight the fact that there are some non-toxic duelist mains out there who do not try and harass and demoralize the team every chance they get. As a wise woman once said, non-toxic duelists are like good skins in a night market. Incredibly refreshing, yet impossibly rare. I know, it's very poetic. Okay, I don't even know what that is. That is the worst. That is no. Oh my. Meet the initiators. The only ones you really need to look out for are Sova and Breach mains. I find they aren't usually too toxic, and perhaps they just need their morning cup of coffee to kind of diffuse the crankiness, because I find these are usually the middle-aged demographic if I'm going to be real, guys. But then they kind of just calm down, maybe they had like a failed CSGO or Call of Duty career, but otherwise they're usually not a toxic threat. So disregard that mainly, but I would just like to caution you. Meet the Sentinels. Honestly, the biggest issue here are the chamber players. Maybe it was the one too many nerfs and it's kind of just broken them, but who am I to speculate? I'm just the messenger. Meet the controllers. There is no one of concern in this category and you don't need to worry about any of them. I am not biased at all. Viper on Haven might be like kind of a questionable pick, but I am a Viper one trick, so that's what I'm doing. Besides, Riot hates the controllers, so most of them suck, so nobody wants to main them anyways. The delivery. Now that we have some background info, I will discuss how toxicity is delivered. Essentially, the how, as it were. On a technical level, there are 3 modes of communication: team chat, all chat, and voice chat. Now, I will consolidate these modes of communication into 2 categories: the typing demons, comprised of the team and all chatters, and the vocal yappers, who are comprised of the voice chatters. The typing demons will typically spew insults, including but not limited to,
"You suck, you're a shit, you're a dog shit, get some bitches."
And as they say, don't throw stones when you're in a glass house. They also might resort to condescending taunts, again including but not limited to,
"Have you ever played before, bro?"
or
"How are you even in this rank?"
or
"How are you 0-14 when there has only been 12 rounds?"
Well, it's actually because Sage revived me 2 damn times, but that's besides the point. The most confusing aspect is you really don't know if they're asking you these questions or themselves. Because the way I look at it is, we're in the same rank, so that equates to the fact that we are all trash in the dumpster. But at least most of us can say we are nice pieces of trash in the dumpster, unlike some toxic individuals. Side eye. So really the main takeaway here is they're just projecting, and don't worry about the yapping in the distance. I can't even hear them. Now, on to the more vicious of the toxic ilk are the vocal yappers. These are the ones who are on the voice chat and just throwing down, having a whole tantrum. Since I'm definitely not a battle-hardened support player who has been wrongfully yelled at by these people on a few too many occasions, I'm trying to reframe them as something better than what they actually are, which is just unnecessarily offensive individuals who lack creativity and authenticity in their insults and comments. Anyways, I would say their input sounds best on mute, but that's just my opinion. If you want to face the barrage of insults because you are just built different, I totally respect that. However, for the rest of us normal folks, I have devised a step-by-step tutorial of how to silence the yappers. Step 1. Hit escape on your keyboard. Step 2. Dial in on the yappers, typically a duelist. Step 3. Deselect voice chat. Step 4. Close settings and get back to the game. Hope that helps. The rank. To start, here is a quick rank overview. Iron, bronze, and silver are bad. I couldn't think of a better synonym to classify ourselves, so I'll just say bad is the short form for baddies, because these ranks are where the party is at.
Here comes the party!
Gold, platinum, diamond are average, and ascendant, immortal, radiant are kind of okay, low-key, decently above average, like maybe good, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm not jealous, you are. Now onto the rank toxicity correlation theory. Essentially, my hypothesis is the greater the rank, the greater the force of toxicity. This hypothesis is based on statistics from my personal experiences within the iron to platinum ranks. And while I may not have factual evidence, I would assume that this correlation plateaus somewhere, maybe around immortal. But then again, this is Valorant, so high expectations tend to fall flat. Wow, wasn't that the best plateau pun you've ever heard? The why. Many would argue that this is the most significant aspect of toxicity, and while I agree, after many years, I'm still yet to arrive at some answers. Honestly, I lose sleep over these questions and how these people enter their villain arc. But in the spirit of being against toxicity, I will give these people, the yappers, the chat demons, the benefit of the doubt and assume that they are just having a bad day. However, the choice to bring this to an online forum remains forever a mystery. The humor. Generally speaking, toxicity in its realist form is just not funny, okay? And this is not including banter and trash talk, that's a back and forth and everyone's just having a bit of a laugh about things. That being said, when people are actually being toxic, you really just need to laugh about it and consider all of the above. The who, the rank, the how, and recognize that it's not really a reflection of you, rather them. And you should not let it get you down or make the game less fun, because I'm sure many of us have been there when you're having a bad game, maybe a bad day yourself, and someone decides to add fuel to the fire and just make small remarks that are just not necessary, and it just somehow makes everything worse. But in my opinion, they really are just inspiring your comeback era, so you may just find yourself in a higher rank than them one day. Alright guys, that's it for my speech on toxicity today. Thanks so much for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the video and found something helpful, whether it was a terrible pun you might use later. But then again, this is Valorant, so high expectations tend to fall flat. Or an actual piece of advice.
Get some You're so funny, Jared.
Said no one ever. See you next time. Bye-bye.